For your final comic, ladies and gentlemen, Marty Steine.
Hello, thanks for staying. Right. Marty, I think I am older than every comic you've seen tonight, even Craig. It hit me, I'm getting old. You know you're getting old when you suddenly realize those people on the Viagra commercial are younger than me. Damn it! People younger than me are supposed to ask the doctor if they're still healthy enough to have sex. What does that imply about me? Can I still eat the spicy mustard? Am I healthy enough for a beer? I think if I asked the doctor if I'm still healthy enough for sex, he'd say, well, you're healthy enough, but what are the odds? I mean, someone your age, gross. You're healthy enough to win a Nobel Prize. So I noticed something about the Viagra commercials and Levitra and such. They all have this strange warning. Seek immediate medical help if you suddenly lose your vision or hearing. Is that warning necessary? If you suddenly lose your vision, you're not going to go to the doctor? I can't see anything. If this doesn't clear up in a few days, maybe I should talk to the doctor. You notice they're not scaring anybody away from Viagra, right? The sales are great. They're telling you could go blind, you could go deaf, but they're also telling you could get a 4-hour erection. That's all we hear. The Jew in me is thinking, they're leaving good money on the table. They could charge $5,000 a pill. Demand is firm. Pardon the pun. Yeah. What else can I come from Texas. It's a state, all right, a Texan. It's a state that's famous for its cowboys. Yeah, so if you go to Texas, if you see a guy going everywhere in big cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and a belt buckle that's bigger than your whole face, that's a real honest-to-God accountant who identifies as a cowboy for some reason. I don't know why. He works in a cubicle at the bank. He lives in a condo. He's actually afraid of cows. Yeah, he carries a gun for the same reason Michael Jackson wore one glove. Nobody knows the reason. It looks cool. Actually, everybody in Texas carries a gun. The guns are very accessible. In fact, the drug dealers and pawn shops don't sell guns anymore because they can't compete with the low prices at Walmart. There are plenty of guns for the rich people, too. There's a company in Austin that sells a precision-guided rifle for $50,000. Yeah, there's a Jewish businessman who's not leaving good money on the table. That's what I'm talking about. It's a hunting rifle with special laser technology that locks into a moving target so you can't miss. If you still can't hit the deer with a $50,000 laser-guided rifle, I don't think hunting's your thing. Find another hobby. I think you could use the gun in self-defense in case you get robbed, but if you paid $50,000 for a gun, you've already been robbed. I had a weird childhood growing up Jewish in Goose Creek, Texas. Yeah. There, believe it or not, there was a little Jewish community in Goose Creek. It was close-knit. We were like a family. It was just my family. Everybody else was Baptist, so the evangelists were really excited when we moved in. It meant they didn't have to keep practicing on each other. No more role play. Showtime. I listened for a few minutes and said, I think I'm ready to accept Christ. They said, no, you're supposed to argue with us. We could be wrong. Doesn't some of this shit sound ridiculous? Son of God, Holy Ghost. Be skeptical. Let's hear what Ned and Daryl and Bubba have to say. Be skeptical. Yeah. But then they were competing to see who was going to get credit for saving me, which church, that someone would come by with a plate of cookies and say, I would love to see you at First Baptist Sunday. And I'm like, yeah, your neighbor from Second Baptist was just here with a fresh baked casserole. You need to up your game. I'm holding out for cash. Because I remind you, I am Jewish. I'm not sure what you've heard about us people, but we do not leave good money on the table. Morally wrong. All right, I'm Marty. That's my time, and that's your show.